Hello, everyone, and this is a press conference for the upcoming PPWA show this July, Zoom-A-Mania 4. This is one of the biggest shows we have had to date. We have a pre-show and then the 10-match card, but before we get there, I was told to go through the script here and bring over the festivities to the owner and the overall Triple Crown champion of the promotion, Mal.
Welcome, everybody. As we see, we are here with Zoom-A-Mania 4, a press conference that will be dealing with a lot of shit. A lot of stuff's going to go down. This will be the combination of 4 years, a combination of it's been from the first Zoom-A-Mania to the current, and all the stories from Zoom-A-Mania 3 on down all the way to now. As we see here, with everybody here, we have a stack card, a stack match. We have everything because WrestleMania 4, as we all know, is the fate of PPWA in a certain way. I will have to put my power and my titles on the line in the main event against Enigma. Zach will have to try to regain the tag titles with his partner known as Captain Pantry against three other teams.
I ain't
Red,
seeing that
shut
happen,
the
shit.
fuck up. But like Red will have to go up against none other than Gunslinger inside of a match that will most likely be a brawl than anything. And many more to come. So I will have to go over a lot of things here. In this press conference, we have some rules here. Each participant will have him time and a moment to speak and get their final thoughts out of their head. Take as much time as you need because I know for a fact having a 1 minute talk on how you feel is not enough. You will have your time to speak. No violence. If you want to throw insults, be prepared to throw some insults back and not bitch and cry and moan about it. If you have a thought or anything, save it until it's your turn. If you had a rebuttal, save it until the person is done speaking, one at a time. And please be as respectful and as disrespectful as you can to a minimum. Because I know for a fact, half of y'all motherfuckers here are emotional first, then rational later. And I know that for a fact because I have to deal with y'all for four Zoom-A-Manias. So be prepared to what you're going to hear and what you're going to say. And of course, my sorry ass excuse of a commentator, would you please read the script?
Yes, I get paid overtime, right?
Fuck no.
Okay. So anyway, our first thing we got here is the pre-show, where we have three matches. Match number one is a six-man tag, where we have the Jobber Club's Sprite Kid, Togatis, and Funny Gomez battle the other three members of EKBX of Bryce Morris, Xavier Blood, and Ms. K. Harper. Match 2, we have D. Ron versus Shinji Otani. And then match 3, a PPWA versus VPI bout, as Dr. Zoom, Morocco, Batting Hat, and Viscera Jr. battle Kazushi Sakuraba, Volkan, Jan Machado, and The Beast. Then we have the main card. Match number 1, the King Shah versus Memphis J. A special challenge match where a bear will face off a challenger from the Hyper Combat Pro Series. Then we have Team 25. Freddy Fernando and Oboro will battle the Advocates of Anarchy of Smoot and Voodoo. Match number 4, we have the Golden Skittle Invitational. We have Bob Sapp, Cable, Casey Davis, Chili Gary, Eddie Coroto, Ian Andrews, My Cousin Brandon, and Terry Funker Liger. Match number 5, the Dodecahedron title will be on the line in the Dodecagon. The current champion, Ford Ogle, will defend against 7 mystery opponents. Match number 6, Kento Miyahara and Yuma Aoyagi from All Japan Pro Wrestling will defend the World Tag Team titles against Geronimo and Nautilus. Match number 7, we have a death match. Gunslinger will face off Red Killer. The loser, their faction will be dissolved. Match number 8, we have a tag team gauntlet for the vacant tag team titles. Zach George will be paired with Captain Pantry, and from what Mal has said, they will enter the gauntlet at number 1. And they will face 3 tag teams. Dr. Zoom Jr. and Heel del Dr. Zoom. Stefan Garcia and you. And The Vanishing of Notorious and Blade Saiba. Match number 9, the semi-main event. Jug versus Original Wrestler A in a 30-minute Iron Man match for the Pantry TV title. And the main event, Mal will defend not just the PPWA Real World title, but the No Holds Barred belt and the bootleg double crown that was unified with the Real World and the ownership against the Enigma.
Now, as we got that underway, we have some guests here. The ones who took the time of their non-busy days to show up here and everything. So, shall we get started with the press conference? Because a lot of y'all are here. A lot of people are here. A lot of people are viewing this to hear what everybody else thinks about this. So, shall we start? First, we would like to hear the person who owns Hyper Combat to discuss about their challenger of representing their promotion to go up against a bear. So, Eddie Corto, go ahead, speak, and yeah.
All right, let's just cut to the chase here. I don't know why this man had decided to challenge the bear. That's all. I don't know. He was confusing with that one. And I don't even know if I'm even allowed to say his name yet.
Well, do you want to say his name?
I mean, you guys want me to?
I would like
Up to
hear the
you.
name.
All right. The person that has decided to fight the goddamn bear. His name is...
Thank you, Eddie Corto, for that. And now we must move on. We got Team 25, Freddie and Obero, 10 Obero. But we have the Advocates of Anarchy taking on against them. Smoot and Voodoo. So with Smoot or Voodoo or Red, would like to talk about his team go up against Team 25. Up to you.
Alright, I will be doing the talking as Smooth is mentally prepared for the match. Is mentally preparing for it, and Voodoo is honestly I have no idea what Voodoo's doing right now. He's just staring at a wall. But anyways. So at Zoom-A-Mania, my boys, the two day one guys of the stable of Smooth and Voodoo. They're gonna be taking on Team 25, and I know Team 25. Jug, leader of that whole group, he's a bit upset because Smooth and Voodoo they were part of IWO, but the IWO weren't really doing much of anything. They were kind of slowly fading into the background, and Jug himself has been on a downward spiral this year. So it's like, yeah, I mean, better things had to come for those two, and I gifted them the opportunity to do something with themselves and, actually advance their career a little bit. So what's gonna happen is, Ober and Freddy, they're gonna try to put up a good fight, but in the end it'll all be in vain. Smooth and Voodoo will walk out with the victory, as Zoom-A-Mania will be marked in dominance for the Advocates.
Is that all?
Yes, that is all.
Okay, cool. So, as we see here, people have some strong thoughts, I guess. Now onto the Golden Skittle Invitational. This is a really interesting match because whoever wins gets the Golden Skittle. We have been doing this for a while now, and it's nice to know that we have some actual contenders, allegedly, for this opportunity to hold the Golden Skittle. We have Bob Sapp, Cable, Casey, who is in this match. I don't know why, but yeah. So we have a person who's in this match, Eddie Corto. I think he's here again. So Eddie, how you feel about the Golden Skittle, and what are you planning on doing with the Golden Skittle?
If I end up winning the Golden Skittle, you already know exactly what I'm gonna do.
No, I don't.
It,
What
we
the?
all know what's. You remember the first time I won that battle royal in the first Zoom-A-Mania? I kicked
Just
Jug and then I smacked Jug in the head and won. So now I'm gonna ruin whoever wins that championship once again. I'm drunk.
so, anyways. So, anyways,
Like me to bring out the other promos from the other people.
yes.
All right, this is what Bob Sapp said to me. I'm gonna beat every single one of you, and you're all gonna feel my pain from beast mode. That's what he wrote down here. Cable wrote down, "Well, fucking damn it! Every single time you're fucking trying to screw me over, I'm gonna go out there, win it. I'm gonna kick your ass after that, ain't you? You good?" And then
That's not a New Zealand accent. That's a Scouse accent. What the?
I just go with what it says here, okay? Then Ian just wrote, "Hey, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna do good. I'm gonna do it for the network." And then Terry Funker Liger wrote down, "I've been trying to get that last world title shot for so many years. I almost got it at the Rumble. I'm gonna get it at the Golden Skittle Invitational. One more match. That's all I need." And that's all I got.
That's unfortunate. Now we don't know who's in the dodecahedron match because is 7 mystery opponents. So let's skip that. Then we have the All Japan representative of Kento and Yuma taking on against Just Cool Guys of Geronimo and Nautilus. I know Geronimo's not here today because he's too busy being an absolute goat type of president of the United Two States of Korea. Shut the fuck up, Zach. Mute your fucking mic. But yeah. But Nautilus has given me a note saying I'm going to save All Japan by winning a All Japan title with a guy who does Emerald Flosion. So next we have the death match: Gunslinger versus Red. Loser leaves faction. Well, loser faction dies, and I hope both faction dies because I could care less about these two damn goons. So I will say this. Here's how things gonna get more interesting, because I know both guys has a lot to say. So I'm going to flip a coin. Heads is Red, tails is Gunslinger. Who will yap first? You know what? I just realized I don't got a coin, so I'm gonna do eeny meeny miny mo. Eeny
I
meeny
also
miny
have a
mo,
coin
cause I
if you
talk
want
about it.
that.
So shut the fuck up. He teeny meeny miny mo, cause I talk about it. So if I let it go, eeny meeny miny, Red. You get to go first.
Well, thanks for that, I guess. So,
Shut up.
first, my first ever Zoom-A-Mania, and I go up against a man that's really been a thorn in my side ever since this whole advocates thing kicked off. And that is Gunslinger. Now, I know you very well, you know? You were a member of Dem Boys, you broke off, you founded VPI, and you created your own little stable to go against us in the network, back when we were allied with that clown show of a stable. But now, we're free from them, and we still have a score to settle from all the shenanigans of before. And trust me, I can't wait for my first ever Zoom-A-Mania appearance and match to be an absolute bloodbath. And the loser, well, the faction dies. So hey, you can go ahead and look at all your boys at the press conference one last time, because after Zoom-A-Mania, there's a good chance you won't be able to see them again.
Cool words. Nobody cares. Now, Gunslinger.
Ladies and gentlemen, this Zoom-A-Mania, I have been handed what we in the professional wrestling parlance call a Grenada situation. Something so small that, much like the 1980s invasion of the island of Grenada, you possibly fuck up. You see, standing across me from the table, or sorry, next to me in the table, is a man who is so insignificant. In fact, who comes from such an insignificant place that I'm pretty sure most Americans couldn't possibly find it on the map, much less our staff, when we signed him. But much like the island of Trinidad and Tobago, let's talk about the other insignificant thing in the room, the Advocates of Anarchy. A group so insignificant, so incompetent, in fact, that one of their members was kicked out by the leader, who seems to be mentally unstable as of late. In fact, I've already made approaches to Stefan to join Team Disrespect. Of course, he declined, but the doors are always open. Because right here in Team Disrespect, we're always looking for new members in order to beat the hell out of the network. But I digress. I think this Zoom-A-Mania, Team Disrespect, is going to bring the victory home. I very highly doubt that we will walk out being the dissolved stable. I think this Zoom-A-Mania, the Gunslinger goes 2-0, just like last year for the strap. And this year, once Mal wins, we're getting that strap back to Team Disrespect. But for now, Red Killer, I guarantee you the only thing red about you come Zoom-A-Mania will be the bloody, battered corpse that lays in the ring, staring up into the lights as my arm gets raised and the referee says, winner.
No pop. But anyways, now, Red, do you have a rebuttal?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do actually. You know, it's funny how you say my country is so insignificant, yet you guys are owned by the United States, and most of the states don't even acknowledge you. You're more irrelevant than fucking Nebraska, which is quite sad, actually. To think that you want to consider my country irrelevant, but yet look at you guys. You guys can't even become a state, let alone have any form of relevancy at all. The only thing you people are good for is pretty much manual labor. I'll just put it honest with you. Puerto Ricans are only good for manual labor. That's it. And you talk about a bloody corpse staring up at the lights as the hand is being raised. Well, newsflash, buddy. I'm not a mirror. You're looking at yourself, laying down in a pool of your own blood. As the advocates continue, I get my first win at Zoom-A-Mania, and disrespect is no more. So yeah, you want to talk all that shit about insignificance, yet somehow you don't realize that the biggest insignificant individual in not just the PPWA, but probably throughout the entire wrestling world is none other than the Puerto Rican bitch that you are, Gunslinger.
Well, the only thing good coming out of Trinidad is actually Stefan. Gunslinger, do you have a rebuttal?
Puerto Rico in relevance doesn't really need to stand out because the only thing relevant in Puerto Rico is the American dollar, which is something the island of Trinidad severely lacks with all their monopoly money. As for cheap labor, we're the hardest working people on the God's given earth, okay? We are so hardworking that, in fact, yours truly has reached the biggest professional wrestling company, the internet. And he has become a multi-time tag team champion, a former best b-boy weight champion, and a former world champion in less than a few months of debuting. We held the tag team titles for as long as we could, and it was a very long reign, may I add. As for Red Killer, I doubt that I am projecting any feeling whatsoever. In fact, the only feeling I get in this room is the insecurity coming off of you and that small, little, insignificant faction of yours.
Does anybody even miss the fucking Poivre belt? Now, I need y'all two to step up and just, you know, pose for the camera, at least. No violence. If there is a violence, I will smack the shit out of both of y'all with my bear Campanda.
Yeah, sure.
Understood.
As we see here, folks, this is our death match. This will probably be a bloodbath, and if you have kids, I recommend y'all go watch Barney instead. Now, sit your little asses down. Next, we have the tag team gauntlet. Zach, if I may ask you this, I do know you are dealing with some shit, and I know you're coping with your Brokeback Cowboy partner Boris lay in the hospital because he got his ass mollywopped by 3 masked men. So, the first thing I would ask you is this. Why did you accept this fucking gauntlet match? All right, good talk. Um, now, so I see the Vanishing, a really accomplished tag team. They have been holding the SWA tag team titles. They've been holding some of the best in the business, such as all the way in like Japan, Europe, America, and yeah. So this will be a challenging match for all of them. Then we have the Zoom children, the biggest losers of this fucking joint. Would any of the Zooms would like to speak up and tell us how you feel about this match?
Zoom, 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 zoom,
Shut
zoom.
the fuck up. Nobody asked you. So, anyways, next we have none other than you and Stefan. Stefan, I've been seeing you here looking at Red with the glare. I know you have a lot to say. And I know you don't want to talk about the tag team title match. So I'm going to give you some time to vent before you end up leaping over this fucking table and smashing, bashing, and beating the dog shit out of Red. So, Stefan, the floor is yours. You know, I'm keeping it a buck. Fuck you, Red. Fuck you and everything. When I said I don't want to do this no more, it means I don't want to deal with this whole shit that you dragged me in. We were tag team champions. We were supposed to be one of the best tag teams. And we were supposed to represent Trinidad, but yet you want to do this shit. You want to absolutely batter me just because I don't want to do this. Maybe because I was being more rational than you. You literally. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, Red. I may be a burden. And I will admit that I probably was a burden. But you were jealous of me. Not because of my success, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't have that much success. But you were jealous because everybody else rather deal with me than you. Everybody else want to deal with somebody who literally have rational decisions and literally could do more than just backyard bullshit. You get mad when they disrespect backyard. You get mad when people ask where is Stefan. You get mad when people talk about Stefan. You get mad when nobody talks about you out of the both of us. You are nothing more than an insecure cunt, and I swear to you, if Gunslinger wins this match, it'll say a lot about you. Because out of the both of y'all, Gunslinger is more over than you. Just like how I'm more over than you. Good luck. Well, damn. Red, would you have this is a first. Red, what you want to say to Stefan? Because I feel like he said his piece, and I know there's more, but I guess he spared you.
All right. after all that shit that he just said, all that, you think I'm jealous of you? You really think I'm fucking jealous of a dipsy, no brain having ass sorry excuse of a Trinbagonian? Really? That is the funniest shit I've ever heard. You say Gunslinger's more over than me. Yeah, sure, he accomplished a whole bunch of stuff in a span of a few months, but guess what? I did it quicker, motherfucker. I did it way quicker. So in the end, it doesn't really matter to me. You think I'm jealous of you? No. I in fact never needed you. I only cared about you because we were from the same country and I wanted to bond with someone who was from the same place as me. But now I see that you thought I was jealous. I'm really fucking not. I could have done without you, to be honest. I could have just existed with Smooth and Voodoo, and everything would have been fine. Nothing would have changed. But I chose you, because, country, national pride. But in the end, I guess it was all for nothing. Because this is how you turned out. Just another washed up failure from this shithole of a country we both come from. And oh, before I go, one more thing. Suck your mother's cunt, you fucking bitch.
You want to talk about that? Huh? You want to talk about that? You want to talk about that? It's Stefan. Sit your ass down.
Excuse me. I was just given a poke on my shoulder. Zach is ready to talk now.
Oh. Oh, God.
It,
Go
it,
ahead, Zach.
it appears that the first time I tried this, the mic didn't pick me up. But Mal, you want to know why I took this tag team gauntlet match, even if I don't give myself a ghost of a chance of winning it, be, because because of a little something called pride, pure and simple. Something that something that I've got that uh, that apparently Red's got too, but that's news to me. And Gunslinger might have it too, but other other than us three, where where the hell is where the hell is the is the pride in the rest of y'all? I I feel like I'm the only one in this entire fucking company who's proud to come to work every day. Pull your heads out of your ass. I just light my cigar back.
Well, shit. You want to talk about pride? Pride cometh before the fault, unless you have a dick. But anyways, pa- apparently Captain Pantry has something to say, and that's unheard of because I never thought I would hear a dumbass's voice. So go ahead. When the human race falls and all is shattered, we become one, and that one is nothing. The fuck that's supposed to mean? So, anyways,
When did he get
you.
so edgy?
So, you. Is there anything you want to say, even though I don't want to hear anything from you right now? So, as we see, Stefan is angry. Reasonable crash out. As for the tag titles, who doesn't like a good, yeah. But to be honest with you, I got nothing else to say because Stefan was going out. And then we have Zach talking about pride. And then we have Captain Pantry. I don't know what the fuck's going on with him, but yeah, I guess all I can say is we're gonna win. And fuck you, Red. I hope whatever happens to you in that match, I hope Gunslinger kick your ass. So yeah. Well, that was the three idiots, including Red, talking. Now, Stefan, sit your ass down. Jesus, I gotta deal with children today.
I'll move over to sit next to Fonda.
Now, the next match, the semi-main event, the match that has been chosen to be an Iron Man match because these two men put on a clinic for 15 minutes. Now this match shall show who is one of the true hopes of PPWA. Jug and OGA. This match came to be because they had a TV title match and it ended with a no contest because nobody won the fucking match. It was too stubborn. Now we give them 30 minutes of TV time to do whatever they want to do just to get that win. And the winner will either still become champion or will become champion. Now, let's start with this. Jug, I know you're the silent soldier. And I know you want to beat your former stablemate for that title. And OGA, I don't even want to hear your voice right now. But I know you want to beat your stablemate. So I would give y'all this. This is also an announcement. This match will not only be a 30-minute match, not only be an Iron Man match, but this match will also include no DQ. This will be a lenient Iron Man match. Lenient. You can win by any means necessary. By any means necessary. Let me say it again. By any means necessary. You could bring in anybody to be by your side and we will have a lumberjack. You could bring in weapons. You could bring in mass destruction. You could bring in dirty tactics. You could even submit. The title will be online. And if somehow there is a tie, sudden death, and that sudden death will be, you know what? How many of y'all missed Enochiism?
Oh God, here we go.
This will be an Enochiism match. The sudden death will be Enochiism, the IWO rules match. If it comes to sudden death. So have fun. And have lots of fun.
Now people wonder why I smoke so much.
Zach, I will mute your mic. Be respectful. So yeah. Now we come to the main event. Me defending my title and ownership against Enigma. And let me tell you, I will not lose. I would say this. When I took ownership of this promotion, when I took everything from this promotion, I told myself I'm going to build a better promotion. I'm going to build a better PPWA. Dr. Zoom did everything it takes just to make this whole place look like Osaka Pro. And I'm not taking this shit no more. But I noticed something different. Back in the VPW days, right? Back in the VPW days, Jug was the reigning and the dominant guy. And now look at Jug. Jug is just here because he is here. But it shows how dominant he was, how great, how calculated he is. Now he's in the mid card. But semi-main event. Congratulations, Jug. But at the same time, I noticed something before I took power in my own hands. Dr. Zoom decided to do some nepotism and hire his own children into this promotion. And his children is just eating up our fucking budget. I got the numbers. Did you know? Out of all of us, Dr. Zoom, Yohi Hotel Zoom, and Junior get paid more than all of us? Did y'all know that? Did y'all know? The original plan was to push them two bozos into the tag division to win the tag titles and have a Dem Boys first title run be undefeated. Did you know that Cable, me, and Rain wasn't supposed to be a trio? Did you even know that Course was just being Course, like always? But here's some bombshells I will give y'all. If y'all really want Dr. Zoom to bring Travis Power back, y'all will see nothing more than true bullshit. We might end up having Casey becoming world champion and bringing his dildos. We might even see Voodoo having clones of himself, like it's some fucking Naruto clone jutsu. We already saw two poodles in one ring, ref and wrestler. We might even have, well, we already have more goofy jobber club bullshit. But I'm selfish that I want to change that. That's amusing because at the end of the day, it's kind of funny because it's like I'm looked at as a bad guy, right? Do y'all guys think I'm bad? Come on now, come on. Anybody can answer.
Yeah.
Do you think I'm selfish?
You're a giant
Sorry about
douchebag.
You are a piece of shit.
Yeah, yeah. Since you're saying and anybody can answer this. Yeah, Mal, you've been a bit of a douche rocket lately. I'm just being honest.
Oh,
You fell off, Mal.
I haven't been able to wrestle in PPWA since January, so I'm a little peeved about that.
oh, okay. I see how it is. So, I'm the biggest douche, okay? Just cause I put myself in a position to force change, just because I decided to hold these belts because I want something. Well, let me tell you something. Like I said at the VPI show, I'm doing this for a reason. Not to have spotlight on me. Spotlight on me, cool. But I have a bigger picture that y'all can't see because y'all so blinded by the fact of my selfishness and my stuff I'm doing outside. Well, we're inside this company. What I'm doing, look, I gave Red a show in Trinidad. I gave Gunslinger relevancy because, well, he was already relevant, but I kind of gave him more of a spotlight. I gave Cable a world title run that I have to take away because I see a bigger picture. I gave Zach, well, I don't know what the fuck I gave Zach, but I gave
Yeah.
Course a better schedule because I know his body was breaking down to the point with all those fucking injuries. You should be grateful, Course, because you would have got injured again and again and again. How many times you broke your neck?
Once.
And how many times you got injured?
Once.
Hurt. There was more times, you dickhead. You probably got a whole fucking concussion because I remember you got injured back to back. Concussion protocol. But it's funny because like I said in VPI, I held these titles to give chances. But if y'all don't see it, then y'all must be blind as fuck. Because if I lose, y'all gonna see why I did what I did. And then Enigma make his presence.
For a moment after that, there's nothing before before there's like a sound of slow clapping. Everyone in the building turns to see the Enigma standing at the very entrance way of the whole conference. And a voice suddenly echoes out through the building, distorted. Brilliant speech. Tell me, did you come up with it all by yourself? I will say that I could tell that some of this, at least some of it, you actually meant from the bottom of your heart. It's like the old saying goes, every villain is the hero of his own story. Wait, I don't. Let me ask you something now. You talk about some of the goods and chances you've given. What about you talk about some of the rights you've done, but you like to pretend that it overwrites the wrongs you've also caused for this company. Should I run down the list? Like say when you became head of power, you hired the bear right there, and you hired your little goon squad. Right? It's okay to once you talk about all your selfish wants, and everyone is a little selfish. It's okay to want something. There's nothing wrong with wanting something. But what's wrong is forcing your ideals, for forcing others to try to follow you, and when they don't, you have them taken out. And I bring up your old buddy Rain Allen. Rain Allen, the one man who literally came to you right face to face to tell you that while you had some good intentions, that you were going down the wrong path to those intentions. And how did you? And because he wanted you to understand, he was your friend, so he had to tell you to his face. And how did you repay him for his care, for his kindness, for him trying to save you from going down a dark way? You had him put it on the shelf. In fact, all this reminds me of something. He claps his hands, and suddenly all the lights go off. Then a projector starts playing behind Mal, where everyone can see his past with the good he once did with the others, as the friendship he had, the respect he give and had for the others. There's a lot of the good things. Before it suddenly shuts off for focusing on some of the bad he's done, like the injuries, the forces, the forcing himself and his goons into the spotlights. It goes off for a moment before a spotlight shines down on Mal. You wanted the spotlight of PPWA on you for so very long, and now you finally got it. But there are a few things that it brings up now. We'll start with the obvious question. Was it worth it? Was it worth throwing everything away? Kindness, friendship, respect, dignity, care. You had it all before you. You decided it wasn't worth keeping. You decided that as long as PWA was about one man, that all you had, all about his ideals, then all of it you had, all that you had before was completely, utterly worthless. You change yourself for, in your mind, the better, and in others, the worse. Surely it was all worth it, right? Do you ask yourself this? Do you look yourself in the mirror in the very reflection of your eyes on the glass surface and wonder whether or not you recognize yourself anymore? Regardless, you finally got it. The spotlight is shining on you. All of it is for you. Allow me to ask, is it everything you ever wanted? Is it exactly what justifies all your actions? Perhaps it is, perhaps it isn't. There are some things he overlooked in this, though, by focusing on that little light. Take a look around you, Mal. Tell me, what do you see? Emma stays silent for a moment, has to let Mal look around him. You don't have to answer. I could do it for you. What you see is a shadow. Then you see another one, and another one after that. Shadow after shadow after shadow. There's light, there's shadow. And the closer you get to the light, the more your shadow grows. You're so focused, you're so focused so much on that light that you are blinded to notice the situation you've trapped yourself in. In chasing the light and pushing all else aside, you've surrounded yourself in shadows. Who knows what lurks inside the darkness? You can't see anyone or anything, but I assure you, they could see you. Trying to figure me out, you tried shining light in the wrong directions. You're simply too late to unravel the mystery. You only dig yourself deeper and deeper, and the mysteries continue to be made. Why am I after you? Is it a thirst for vengeance? Is it a desire for justice? I simply just like bringing people like you and your group down? But even I, the Enigma, am just one mystery. Even should you win or lurk in the dark, and who says I'll be gone even if you defeat me? But what happens if I win? What happens if the Enigma wins? What becomes of you then? What becomes of Mal? Do you fade away? Do you drown in the darkness of your own making? Start trying to find yourself again? We'll see what mysteries can be solved and formed soon enough. The Enigma stays silent as the light continues to shine on Mal. As if he's waiting for a response to everything he said.
You may be right. You may be right. But there's one thing you just realized that I just realized. The more bullshit I just see, the more everything that you just said. The more, you know what? Fuck it. Enigma, you may be, you, damn it. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna see you at Zoom-A-Mania 4, and I swear to everything that I put on, I'm going to fucking break you. I'm going to hurt you. I'm going to hurt you. I'm going to harm you. I'm going to do everything it takes just to end this because I know what's right. I know what this company needs. You don't. I took Rain out because he was getting too close to the fire. I should have done it a whole different way. I know I should have. But this was the only way I know. This was the only way I know that I could actually finally put this together. You may be his enigma, but I'll be damn it if I'm gonna let you take me out, because I will not lose. You hear me? I can't lose.
Perhaps you won't lose. Perhaps you will. This- That mystery can only be solved in one certain thing. Result of our match. But keep in mind, Mal, the more you try to burn everything around you to try to rebuild it, the more you only have ashes to pick from. Um, and you take out one thing from one shadow out of the equation, there are still thousands more. And Lily, just as they say, that bunch of bunch of lights that look like his masked smiling face shines throughout the darkness in the theater. Or perhaps I'm the only. Am I the only enigma? Perhaps I am. Perhaps I'm not. But one thing I know for sure about this is that even if, regardless of what happens in our match, I'm not the only. I'm not the only one who has to stand against you. I'm not the only. Perhaps I don't know what's best for the PWA, but I do know that if you continue your way, you will just destroy it. PWA will die with you. It was the leader. Perhaps it will die with Zoom. Perhaps we'll need to find something else. Only the time will tell for this mystery to unfold. I will see you then. Now.
Worse.
Yeah.
Can you handle the rest of this fucking press conference?
Yes. Well.
Good.
The lights have gone on after the echoes of Enigma's footsteps have echoed. There's no sign of him or any of the masks.
Because I sit there just in distraught.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Next we hear questions.
Do we have any questions from the reporters?
Yeah, this is for what's his name again? Gunslinger, yeah. What is going on? So what type of death match are we supposed to get? Is this supposed to be some sort of Puerto Rican death match or what? So,
try asking Red instead, Mr.
Shish kebab.
Mr. Shish Kebab. Maybe Red might have an answer for that. Gunslinger right now is, he's kind of in his own world right now.
Oh, well, Red, what type of death match are we going to see?
What type of deathmatch are we gonna see now? That's a really good question. I've been thinking for a while what type of deathmatch I want to put this sorry son of a bitch through. So, I was thinking a little bit of a mixture of some light tubes, some barbed wire, and maybe a few explosions. Who's to say? But yeah, you can expect at least a little bit of those things within our deathmatch. Let me assure you, there are many, many things planned for it. But that's just a little bit that I'm willing to share.
This is for Chorus. When you going to get back in the ring?
Well, if Enigma wins the match, that would basically help give me a chance to get back in the ring in PPWA. Unfortunately, because of this, I'm stuck wrestling in indies and other places outside until then, like, say, VPI. But to see me back at PPWA, basically, you have to hope Enigma beats Mal at the main event.
This is for Zach. Zach, do you got any condition for Boris?
Um, I I do I do have I do have updates updates. Arm is arm is, ribs are jaw is still a work in progress. As as for when they're gonna come up, that's really want to ask. Coma, that that's still up in when the doctor tell me W y'all I'm 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 not going directly to the wrestling media with this. So, in short, he's healing, but they're not ready to wake him up yet.
Hello, Chester Snapdragon McFisticuffs from the Inquirer. Question for a Mr. Eddie Corto. Mr. Corto, do you have any strategies in the upcoming Golden Skittle Invitational?
All I need to do is win that match, sit at the commentator's table, and wait until the end of the main event. In which then I'll cash in a golden skin on one of the two idiots.
Um, um, Unicorn Bug from Pride Wrestling Weekly. Stefan, why didn't you smack the dog shit out of Red? Do you not know how bad I want to do that? You know what? You know what? How about this? I'll tell you this. I'm going to announce it here and right now. Red, I want you to look at me. You're lucky you're facing Gunslinger. You lucky that I got assigned to the tag turmoil. But I would like to announce I want a match against you. I don't care if it's going to be after your match. I don't care if it's going to be at the next event. Hell, I kind of want it sooner. Because I want to get all this anger out. So I have a proposal, Red. How about we fight? How about we fight either sooner than later or later after Zoom-A-Mania?
You know, Stefan, I like the fact that you finally got the moxie, the ruthless aggression that most of the advocates have. All it took was for me to kick you out to bring out that anger inside of you. And trust me, I would love more than anything in the world to have that match sooner rather than later. Because I myself can't wait to get my hands on you.
Stefan, I told you not to do. You know what? This motherfucker. Y'all want the match? Fuck it. How about this? Let's get this shit out of the way. After the pre-show, the very first match, how about this? Y'all gonna do double duty. Y'all dumbasses. We're gonna kick off the show between Stefan and Red. No holds barred. Well, actually, nah. Stefan and Red, hunt sanction. Because this would not affect none of y'all. Just to get your anger out. So that 10 match card is now 11. Well, still 10 because one is technically unsanctioned. So yeah. Any other reporter want to talk?
Hello, I'm Pierre Roquefort from the Latin American Times in Montreal. I have a
God
quick
help
question
us.
for I have a quick question for a gunslinger there. Mr. Gunslinger,
Yes.
do you have any plans for, say, I know you have that world title shot. Do you plan on using it at any point?
I believe down the line. Hold on. Yes, I believe I won't be using it just yet. I think a bit after Zoom-A-Mania and Blood Sports is the time to cash that rematch clause in, and I believe things will play out well by that point. I don't see why I have to hurry. After all, good things come to those who wait, I should say.
And this is Smoot from Smoot's blog. This is a question for Voodoo. How much are you gonna fuck up those guys that I'm gonna team with you at? They just high five. Smoot was a troll this whole time.
Part of the
Or-
theories. This was a question for Mal, but if possible, I'm willing to ask it to anyone willing to answer up there. There's been numerous ideas and theories on who the Enigma is. Has there been anything concrete or, to find out who he is?
I te-
Who that
I te-
motherfucker is. I know for a fact who he is. Because I know for a fact nobody knows me more than him. If y'all want to know, I know it's you, Rain. I guess after beating you, you finally found your real self. And maybe after I beat you again, you're gonna after I beat you again, you can go from that black return to blue like bruises. And maybe your attire will be black and blue. The same the same color I beat you into. So, is there any other question you want to ask? Because I'm
Oh no. I've just been informed that over in the little front entrance, someone just German suplexed the bear, and it's a man named Clark Ford, and it's been revealed that he is a Bears challenger at Zoom-A-Mania. So at least we know the answer to that, but of all the things that happen, that's someone's got to take a look at that bear.
now that we
yeah,
have now that we have
yeah, because
somewhat
that's a whole
concluded.
bunch of concrete.
Now, for everybody here, is there anything else y'all want to say before we end this press conference? Going once?
I got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
Zach
But
first, then Red.
For for the, for those three of you that did the did this whole Boris thing. I'm I'm not I'm not just I'm not just doing this for Boris. I'm doing this because I have to deal with the fact that my missus wakes up crying every damn morning and he's in the hospital because they they have a big brother little sister relationship And when I find out who all of you are, you're all fucked. When I get through with you, there won't even be enough of you left to bury, you motherfucker.
I hope she cries more. Red.
All I gotta say is this: I'm looking forward to Zoom-A-Mania. I'm looking to finally get my hands on Stefan and seeing that ruthless aggression I've always wanted out of him. And Gunslinger, may your family have a closed casket for your funeral.
It's nice to know.
What?
And then Stefan just walks away.
What?
Well, damn. I never seen that fucking queer get so fucking pissed off.
When did
Red.
Stefan get so edgy?
That was
Is there anybody else that wants to even I'm fucked up by that shit.
I did get a message from the Clark Ford. He did leave a note. Talks about intending to take on the Hyper Combat title against Van Claw and defeat whoever's the PPWA champion and prove that he's the greatest in the world. And Voodoo just sent me a note that says milk, lemonade, milk, lemonade all around the corner the fudge is made.
God
Voodoo.
damn it, Voodoo.
And what makes it worse is this is highlighter pink marker he used, so it's hard to read. He just chose to troll me. So,
Well,
this is quite the
overgrown
eventful press
12-year-old
conference,
he
I
is.
would say, Mr. Mal.
yeah. Can somebody go check on Stefan?
I think you
I-
went over to check him out.
You know what? I'll check Stefan. You gotta stay right there.
Okay.
So, anyways, my closing statement is this: Enigma. I'm gonna fuck your ass up. I'm going to bury you. And I know for a fact okay, I'm not gonna go with that shit. Well, thank you all for coming to this press conference. Because at the end of the day, PPWA will stand tall. And whatever happens next, happens next. From me to you, from you to me, stay hydrated and be happy. Because the last thing y'all gonna see is me, foot on his chest, holding all the belts, and still be in control. Thank you all. Stay hydrated.
So, Zoom-A-Mania 4 is coming, and I am in the Golden Chitter Prisonation mask. So me and 7 other opponents will battle each other to determine who will win the Golden Chitter. And I'm gonna make this very crystal clear. God, if I win this match, doesn't matter who won the main event at Zoom-A-Mania. Is it Wayne Adams? Good. Because not only that I'm tired of Mal bullshit, but everybody in PPWA are sick and fucking tired of Mal bullshit. We sick and tired of Mal and his network. We sick and tired of his goons interested come attacking us. And most importantly, I'm getting sick and tired of maltreating me like shit. I'm still have hatred for what he done to me at Dream on number 2. But if Mal Wing got main event, I'm not going to take that belt away from Mal. I'm coming for his fucking head. And if his ghouls and stressors try to stop me, well, let me go ahead and tell you something. I'm going to put him in a mass grave with Mal and everybody in the network. No ends, no buzz, no more fucking bullshit. And Eddie Carter, though, let me go ahead and say this to you. And I'm sorry to use your catchphrase, but Mal is a bottom.
I'm one of the first PPWA competitors to be a rapper and a fighter. Now I tell you what, Jay, you've been in this company for a very long time, and I came with Mr. Big Dick to show you how I gets down. You hear that? Now let me make one thing clear to everybody. I'm the king. A king takes many battles. A king takes down many people who wants to get in his way. Now I may not have soldiers behind my back, but my words are more than just a fist fight. My words will put you underground. Now Jay, I'm ready to rip you, and when you walk out this ring, you're not walking out as a winner. You're walking out with a broken ego, because I'm King Shy, and I take people down like a prostitute.